Hey guys, Captain Foley here. How are you doing today? We have another Eaglemoss review today, and this is one I've been waiting for a while actually. This is the new line. This is Star Trek Online ships. So here's number one. You got the number one on the side of the box there. You got some of the other ships in the line. And USS Gagarin, NCC 97930. I like the new packaging for the Star Trek Online ships. You got a nice shot of the ship there on the front with the registry number, nice window to see through. On the side, you got a little bit of a bright up on the Gagarin, which is actually in the book. Top says Star Trek Online, so does the bottom. And then the back of the box has the ships in this. So I already have the Gagarin here and the Chimera, so I'll be doing that one soon. The other ones hopefully will come eventually. I've been waiting for these for a while. They weren't released in North America yet. Finally got them, so I'm excited for that. Kudos on the new packaging. It looks good. The problem is there's no real way to display the ship. It doesn't have like the nice picture of the ship on it like the XL does. That being said, you got it at the side there, so you could put it in a bookcase or on a shelf and have all the stats lined up so you can see which ship it is, plus they're numbered, so look good with 01, 02, 03 all on the shelf. So anyway, yeah, some cool packaging. Like I said, quite a bit of attention to detail on there, and really like this new style. This is how I think the regular Eaglemoss line should have been. These boxes look much better, much neater than the old style, just plain boxes. Plus, the good thing about these is the book is in here. The book actually fits in this box, which is great. With the original, or the standard line of Eaglemoss, you got a small box and a big book. A little bit of a pain in the butt. This you can keep together pretty easily. So speaking of, we slide it open and just slide the book right out of the back there. So let's take a look at the book. So you go Star Trek Online 01 USS Gagarin, and yeah, as per typical Eaglemoss, you got a few specs down here. Active 25th century, length 492 meters, affiliated with Starfleet. So nice shot of the ship on there. I like the new styling of the book. It's very similar to the original, but on the back there you got the Delta. You can see with the blue, and a shot of the ship from the top, but we'll get to that in a minute. A little bit different setup here. It's got an index over here instead of how to mount it on the stand, whereas here is how to mount it on the stand, where the specs usually are. You got a nice shot of the ship from the top there. And on the bottom you got some nice close-ups of the actual 3D model they used to do the ship. So, yeah. Opening it up, you got a beautiful shot of the ship there on the left. In the 25th century, Starfleet finds inspiration from its past to bring a new generation of ships to life. The 25th century USS Gagarin inherits a legacy of service and sacrifice from her 23rd century namesake. And I was wondering that, because I know the Gagarin showed up in Discovery. It was one of the best fight scenes and best ships, I think, in Discovery. And there's the scene there, so it does tie in. I didn't think it was a Star Trek Online exclusive ship. The USS Gagarin, moments before her destruction in Star Trek Discovery, episode Si Vis Pacem Parabellum, which I think is one of the best fight scenes in Discovery. And again, such a cool ship, the Gagarin class. On the next page, you got a lot of shots of it from in the game, as you can see there. So lots of varied shots, some close-ups. And these say, the Gagarin's role as a battle cruiser means it relies on a balance between offensive and defensive systems in combat. The Gagarin's main deflector assembly is quite long and connects directly to main engineering. A set of duranium frames in the primary hull enhance survivability without adding too much mass to the ship. Fore and aft shuttle bays provide a standard suite of shuttles and other auxiliary craft for a wide range of mission support. The Gagarin split nacelle design facilitates rapid subspace field adjustments and tuning. So again, some beautiful shots of the ship. I do love the depth that they go into with the actual ideas for the ship. Because it is designed for a game, it does have some in-game stats, which we'll get to in a second. Here's a great orthos of the ship, and again, some little facts down there, some data, but there it is there. It looks really, really good. And there actually, you see, it's got length 492.2 meters, a crew of 550, commission 2410, and it's a Starfleet battle cruiser. So I do love that. And these books are a great size, by the way. Here's designing the USS Gagarin. We got a little shot of the ship down here, and that says the Shepard class starship from Star Trek Discovery. So up here we got some different design drawings. Nice progression there. That says Hector Ortiz initial concept sketches illustrate the early design process. So it's a nice looking ship, I gotta say. I really do like the Gagarin class here. So going to the next page, again, some beautiful shots of the concept art there. And that says Hector Ortiz finished concept illustration. Specific areas are rendered in high detail to aid the 3D artist. So beautifully done. And then down here we got an actual in-game shot of the ship, which says Versiga's completed 3D model takes flight in Star Trek Online. We go to the next page, and we got Star Trek Online lore, Yard 39. So we got some nice map up here and another great shot down here. And this one says, the Iconian fleet engages Federation, Klingon, and Romulan forces in the skies above Earth during the battle at midnight. For the map, underneath it says TL9139. The star system home to Starfleet Shipyard 39 is located in the Tellar sector. So it's kind of cool how they go into the details here about that. On this page you got a shot of, look like a Maggie class, a Magie, whatever it's called. It says baryon radiation flooded the TL9139 star system, rendering Yard 39 uninhabitable and the ships moored there abandoned. So, and then it's got the Yard 39 Starship Modernization Project, which shows some of the ships and the modernization from the Discovery 23rd century to the STO 25th century designs. Next page is the Gagarin class battle cruiser. Again, the same shot of the ship we saw earlier in the book, but here it's got the in-game statistics, and those are all there. I'll throw them up on screen for you. I'm not going to read all those, but you can see the different bonus powers it has, and different consoles and things like that. So next up, of course, you got next issue number 2, which is the USS Chimera. That's another one I'll be doing soon. Actually, one of my favorite Star Trek ships, or Star Trek Online ships, I mean. And then just an ad for Eaglemoss. And then, as I said earlier, the back of the book has a little bit different than the regular collection. It's got you can see the black delta there, so some blue, and there's the Gagarin from the top, which looks really great. So that's the book. I love that they decided to do this. I've been kind of saying this all along. With their Battlestar Galactica line, they do put the books in the boxes, and I think that's a fantastic way to do it, and I've been suggesting that they do it, so I'm glad they kind of took that to heart. So we get the ship out of the box now, and become... Okay, so you get a coupon for a Star Trek Online coupon with a code there, which I'm going to cover up, obviously. But this says captains can use the coupon code below to receive 50% off on any Tier 6 ship listed in Starfleet Star Trek Online Zen Store, PC only. When you pull the box out, it's the standard Eaglemoss packaging. as you can see, but with a nicer box. And I think that's one thing that the original collection is lacking, is the nice boxes. So there we got it in there. I'm going to pull it out. Let's take a look at the details. Now it is quite small, as you can see, compared to my head, but it does look really, really fantastic. I love the contrast on the Star Trek Online ships, the dark, almost dark gray or black accents. So let's take a look at the ship, starting with the registry number. Got the USS Gagarin there, NCC 97930. The paint's not great. It's kind of, because of the deep inset lines on the actual saucer itself, it is kind of stamped funny. You got a little bit of a white spot there, which doesn't look quite right. But overall, a lot of good details on this saucer. You see little escape pods there, and actual inset details, which is actually kind of nice, instead of just printing them on the surface. Those look really good. Like I said, the black and the red rings around it really give a sense of a cool factor, I think. Moving up to the bridge, you got the nice bridge detail on there. Again, circles or red striping around it, and a bunch of escape pods. If you go to the front of the ship, at the top you've got a deflector array, and also on the bottom there's also a deflector array. So that's the dual deflector arrays that they said tied directly into engineering in the book, which is really neat. So the bottom of the saucer, at least I assume those are deflector arrays, or are those shuttle bays? Maybe they are shuttle bays. It's kind of a weird detail, and there's some paint missing at the front as well, which is kind of eh. At the bottom of the saucer, though, you got the registry number there right behind that, and moving back from that, you got some nice details. You got USS Gagarin printed there, and then the main deflector, which looks like a cannon. It's got like this cannon detail along the spine, which is really neat. Other than that, the sweeping black stripes from the center of the saucer look really great there, as do like all the details. You got escape pods and different details on the bottom of the saucer there, and it just looks fantastic. Going back to the top for a second, the back part where the struts splay out looks really, really nice. Some gray details in there, and again, just looks fantastic. There's a lot of attention to detail on this thing. Looks fantastically good. Moving to the back, you've got, I would assume, a shuttle bay again, and some rear weapons pods. And again, I think it says USS Gagarin there, although it is very small and it's hard to see, but in the close-ups you should be able to see it. It's not printed evenly by the looks of it, which is a bit of a shame. And going to the bottom, again, you got some fin details like we saw in the Shenzhou, and just some really cool details. Different angles make it look really nice, that center part. And I do love the double strut feature, which if you look at from the back, you can see the spaces between the struts, which is really nice detail. The top pylons again have these like weapons pods, almost like mega phasers, like we see on the Reliant, and then straight struts on the top, again with the name of the USS Gagarin on the left, and on the right one has the registry number. But again, nice black detail, nice insets, and things like that. Going to the bottom of the bottom struts look again different as they're angled, but I do like that look. The lower ones being angled or swept back, and the top ones being straight looks fantastic. Going to the nacelles. Now the nacelles are really cool. I do like the way that they look. Again, they are the Blizzards are a nice orange color. They're not really the standard red. They're more orange, and they do glow with the light behind them. On the side there, you've got your Starfleet banner and the name of the ship and the registry number. And again, nice black details, nice red striping. Looks really, really good. The top of the nacelle has the nice long stripe down the top there. And again, I think it just looks beautiful. Going to the back, they are split nacelles, as you can see. You can't see between them, and again, that's a very cool feature with the glowing chiller grills or blue elements in the middle there, and it just looks really nice. This is a nice model. From different angles it looks really nice. The nacelles are very nicely done. They're not weak. Even though they're so skinny and so small, they're very well constructed. They're not flimsy. They're not as flimsy as a lot of the standard thinner parts on the regular collection. So that's good as well. Overall, this is just a fantastic ship. I do like the Star Trek Online series so far. I've only taken this one out of the box. I haven't looked at the Gagarin yet. We'll do that soon, but I'm really looking forward to getting more of these Star Trek Online ships. These are absolutely cool. So anyway, guys, that is the Gagarin from Star Trek Online, #1 in the series. We will be looking at #2, the Chimera, very soon. But this is such a cool design. I really like this. I was confused. I thought the Gagarin was definitely a Discovery ship. Turns out it is. But the first one for a Star Trek Online ship. Didn't think this was a good idea for the first one. Thought the Chimera should have been the first one, as that's one you get with a lifelong membership. But regardless, I just love this thing. And yeah, I think I'm mistaken that these aren't deflectors. These are something else. I don't think they're shuttle bays, though. Correct me if I'm wrong. Say in the comments what they are, but I apologize for that, because that clearly is the deflector, and the deflector looks really good. It's a nice blue color, and it just looks fantastic. Anyway, guys, it's time to take it over and take a look at it on the stand. So, you know, fire up your PC, you know, beam aboard your ship, and let's get on over there. Let's head on over to the turntable now. Gotta play Star Trek Online more. Alright guys, here she is on the stand and looking glorious. I gotta say the stand fits really nicely. It's a nice snug fit in there. It's like, it's not going anywhere. That's how I think most of the Eaglemoss ships should be, but a lot of them are quite flimsy on the stand, and you're afraid you're going to knock them off if you bump it wrong. But anyway, that being said, here we get some nice close-ups of it, and it just looks great. Some missing paint there, as you can see, but it doesn't really bother me too much. It just means it's been through some stuff. That's all. But no, these Star Trek Online ships, so far, this is super impressive. I love the stand on this one, the way it mounts. It doesn't hide a lot of the details, and it's actually quite unobtrusive. I find a lot of them do hide a lot of the secondary hull details and stuff. Even though they are molded in clear, they just don't quite work for me. This one works quite well. You can see all those details on that. It just looks really good. Such a nice design. Alright, so as we do here, put it on a lower shelf, and this thing looks stunning. Like I said, the contrast of the colors of the Star Trek Online ships with the dark grays or blacks looks really good. I wish more Star Trek ships look like that, to be honest. So you get some nice angles of it if you put it down on a low shelf. If you put it on an eye level shelf, I mean, it's not got a huge profile or silhouette, you know, from the side, but you do get to see those details of the split nacelles. If you do have it in front of a window, you will see those bizarres glowing. But you know, overall, on an eye level shelf, it just kind of looks all right. You know, it's not always completely eye level, but you know, something like that looks really stunning. That looks really good. And yeah, up on a upper shelf, again, looks really good. Some good views of it there, so absolutely awesome. Alright guys, that's it for this review. If you want to pick up this ship, click the link down below. Use the discount code Trekyards. Save yourself 10% off your order. You can order anything that way except for pre-orders. But yeah, by all means, subscribe to the channels, this one and the Captain Foley personal channel. And don't forget to check out other videos by us as well. And more Star Trek Online ships coming soon, so stay tuned. See you next time, guys.